Interact's policy publishing solution is designed to allow you to publish policies and manage the revision control of any changes to those policies, and then publish them to your audience, which is your employees, and be able to track who has read the policy and who has acknowledged receiving it. This policy publishing allows you to link policies to particular job categories, job classes, or jobs, because specifically your policies may be job specific. You're first of all going to create the framework. So we look at, for example, the style types that we're going to support. For example, I have a number of style types defined right now, which are either standard policies or critical policies or policies related to HR. This is completely user defined. It really depends on what type of policies you are trying to manage in your system. The next thing that we will define are the policy elements that will be used to make up a policy. And then we look at the policy structure. Here's a policy structure that's been created, in this case for the standard IT policies, and that shows you that there are a number of elements we're going to be using. We will not be using the version date or the version because we decided, or the type, because we decided that we're only going to use this simple structure for IT policies. There won't be different versions of them. And you will have a sequence in these elements, and you can determine which ones are mandatory or not. Like this, you can have different policy structures for the different types of policies, whatever it is, or whichever way you want to organize this. Once you've done this, you can view your policies, you can publish them, you can search through them, and you can import them. So here are different some examples of different policies that already exist in the system, and they apply to different departments with different effective dates and so on. Now, if you have a lot of policies that need to be tracked, you could search through them very quickly. There's a policy search capability, including keyword search or policy number and so on. New policies can also be imported based on the structure that you have your policies defined in. And then you can go and publish your policies simply by clicking the button here, which will make them available to viewers through their self-service and possibly notify them by email also that there is an update to a particular policy. So the main objective here is to manage the different policies in the organization to make sure that those are available for your employees to view online through self-service, and for HR and other departments that are managing these policies to be able to track who's got access to the policies and to make sure that the latest version is available to the right people. So now this policy is published and it can be viewed online through self-service by the relevant users. I want to point out again that the system allows you to make these policies specific to an organization unit. In our case, that means also for a project or an activity. You can have project-specific policies which are made available only for those people assigned to the project, and that way you can manage different projects which are governed by different policies and do all of that in a very straightforward manner where all employees that are subject to the policy will be able to find that policy online through their self-service.